so good to be back here in South Carolina, home of the Gamecocks.
The iron Keyshawn soars in from the weak side, however, and flushes that dunk.
There it is.
Driven hard. The Gamecocks will take the series against their rival.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Derek Scott. On this week's edition, we've got coverage of Gamecock men's and women's basketball. We've got a really neat behind-the-scenes look at Carolina softball as we mic up one of the coaching staff members during the recent season opening homestand, and lots more to cover as well, so settle in. We will get things started with our PRISMA health injury report, and we focus on Gamecock men's basketball. Senior Chico Carter, unfortunately, has really been slowed of late by a knee problem. He played a few games on it, was not very productive, and right now he is shut down. The most recent two contests, Chico unable to dress. We'll see if he gets back for any of the remaining contests in his senior season. We certainly wish Chico the best. And that is brought to you by PRISMA Health, the official team physicians of the Gamecocks. We start with women's basketball highlights now, and of course when you talk about Carolina women's basketball, you know the winning streak. They are undefeated this season. They are #1 in the nation. That means everybody is shooting for them. Most recently, the team that really took aim was Ole Miss. The Rebels are a 20-win team themselves, and they gave Carolina all they wanted in an overtime affair. Let's take a clip at the highlights to see how this one turned out.
Here we go. Let's go. Come on. Together on the way. 1, 2, 3, together.
We're back with more of Gamecock Insider in just a moment from Learfield.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by PRISMA Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and by Liberty Tap Room. Liberty Tap Room is the new home for Carolina Calls with Gamecock men's and women's basketball. Meet us at Liberty at 6 p.m. on Thursdays during the season for Carolina Calls. Liberty Tap Room and Grill, Cocky's favorite place to eat in the Vista.
Hey, Gamecock fans. I'm Coach Dawn Staley. The best teams are the ones that are always willing to do more. More in the weight room, more in the classroom, more for each other. And it's important for our team doctors to have the same mindset with access to more locations, more specially trained experts, and more personalized care. PRISMA Health is doing even more to care for our team and our fans. PRISMA Health, official healthcare system and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get up and get into Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight, including Ford F-150 and the all-new Ford Super Duty. Or check out Ford Maverick and Ford Ranger. So get into Ford Truck Month and see what a built Ford tough truck can do for you, where there's a great selection in stock. Now, get F-150 with 3.9% financing for 72 months plus $1,500 bonus cash and take advantage of complimentary premium maintenance care offers.
Good morning, America. Today, thousands of our teammates will make and deliver over 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally, in towns large and small. From the heartland to the coast, our products are moving and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose. We love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Gamecock fans, Farm Bureau Insurance wants to give you a VIP game day experience this basketball season. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to be Cocky's game day guest. Winners will receive a special invitation to Coach's radio show, tickets to that weekend's game, hotel accommodations, and a unique opportunity to join Cocky on the sideline during pregame. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Cocky's game day guest is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, here for all your auto, home, and life insurance needs.
We're back on Gamecock Insider, and time to turn our attention to some Carolina softball. Yes, the spring seasons are underway. Gamecocks recently finished up a very successful homestand here early in the year. That was in spite of head coach Beverly Smith being somewhat under the weather. When our Gamecocks Plus team showed up at the field to try and mic up the coaching staff, that meant that Jeff Bloomer, the assistant coach, was in charge that day, and he was hospitable enough to allow the Gamecocks Plus crew to go all access with him in the dugout. Let's take a look.
Go ahead. If you hit me, we got problems. Good. We can release early.
My contact flipped inside my eye. Up here in my eye. And look how red it is.
I know. I look like you've been crying. Or you've heard a really good joke.
No, it was, dude.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it out finally. But like, dude, I was having a panic attack because I didn't know where it went. I was like looking on the ground, like it was still in my eye.
Yeah, right there, ready to go. Ready to go, Rage.
Drop curve. Drop curve. It's got to be caught. Way to make a play, AJ. She's actually on time, so we're going to hammer that kid if we get back to her.
Yeah.
We're going to come in on her, okay? So it's that's a me problem right there.
Yeah.
Okay, good job.
I was planning this. I was like going for a knob. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I was trying to get it
and
in.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let's just work really hard to not get to the. Make them swing.
Yeah.
Don't nibble until we know what the strike zone is. Let's just pound the zone and see what they got.
Really close.
Yep. It's good. It's good. Good. Hey, good job right there.
Get him up! Get him up! Get him up! Get him up!
Nobody better, kid.
Gamecock! What? Gamecock! What? Get him up! Get him up! Get him up!
AJ, let's move you off the box a little bit. You're a little bit out of the box. Just a little bit out. Move back a little bit. Think you're safe?
I thought it was around it.
Thanks again to the Gamecock softball program for that all-access look. You can see more of that video at Gamecocks Plus. It's time for our Terminix Pest Player of the Week, and we're going to focus on Gamecock baseball. An amazing opening week of the season, a 5-0 start, offensive explosion every single time out, and one of the leaders in that effort was Caleb Denny. He's a new face with this team, a transfer from Oral Roberts. He's leading the team in a number of categories early on and has really been on fire for the Gamecocks. Caleb Denny, congratulations. You are our Terminix Pest Player of the Week. And we're back with more of Gamecock Insider in just a moment from Learfield.
When you need to find a new roommate, there's a RAV for that. Lease a new 2023 Toyota RAV4 LE for just $309 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places.
I was perfectly happy where I was. I just coached one of the biggest games of my life. Then, just 3 days later, I was moving to South Carolina. That was unexpected. But that's how life works. Colonial Life's benefits keep you prepared for life's unexpected moments, empowering people to achieve their goals and keep moving forward. Colonial Life, keep unexpecting.
Gamecock fans, Farm Bureau Insurance wants to give you a VIP game day experience this basketball season. Visit USCContest.com and register for your chance to be Cocky's game day guest. Winners will receive a special invitation to Coach's radio show, tickets to that weekend's game, hotel accommodations, and a unique opportunity to join Cocky on the sideline during pregame. Visit USCContest.com to register today. Cocky's game day guest is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, here for all your auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Good hard work has earned Emma Stone the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the women's track and field team, Emma is a finance major with a 4.0 grade point average. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Amici, and there he goes. He's at midcourt with 3 seconds left. He pulls up and lets it go. He hits it. Michi from the midcourt strike.
That's your Sandsbury. Did you see that play? Michi Johnson from half court beats the buzzer before halftime, extends Carolina's lead over number 2 Alabama. Gamecocks ended up losing in overtime, but Michi nearly pulled off another half-court shot at the end of OT that would have won the contest. Pretty amazing shooting performance from the point guard from Cleveland, Ohio. Let's take a look, speaking of men's basketball, at our Know the Newbies segment. This week, we're focused on Eli Sparkman, who is a walk-on that joined the program this year from the Chattanooga, Tennessee area. He tells us a little bit more about what it's like to be a walk-on in a Division I basketball program.
My basketball journey from a young age, started playing at 3. My older brother is a basketball player too. My dad put me in the game really. He's my basketball coach from pre-K to 5th grade, so he's a huge influence to me. He's a basketball player too. All my family's athletes, so it was just sort of in the bloodline. I fell in love with it and been sticking it out ever since. High school, I went to Baylor in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We had a really good team, a lot of good athletes, a lot of good basketball players, college basketball players, some college football players, college baseball players. We just had all type of athletes on the team. We were good really all 3 years, so it was a good success. It was a great place for me. My decision for South Carolina is probably a little different than most people's. I'm sort of a nerd, so I really came here for the school, honestly. I'm in the business school. I want to be in international business, so that was a huge drawing point. But my journey with the coaches here and Coach Paris, so I'm from Chattanooga and they were the coaches at UTC, so I had the connection there. I've known some people on the staff for 10 years just being in Chattanooga, so I've known them when they were at UTC, and we talked a little bit recruiting, walking on at UTC, and then they got the job here, kept my walk-on spot, so it's just a blessing that they came here and I got to come here with them. So obviously, being a walk-on, being a scholarship player, other than the money part, it's pretty much the same exact thing, and that's something the coaching staff told me the day I got here. They said, listen, you're a walk-on, these guys are scholarship players, some of them, they got stars coming out of high school, they got big D1 offers and they're here, and it's a different case for you, but you put the jersey on the same way as them, we're going out to practice. If you're playing better than them, you're going in the game. It's not really, during the season, you're not thinking, oh, it's walk-ons versus scholarship players. I mean, once we're out here, we're all the same.
Turn hard-working days into happy nights. Our battery 8K homeowner system starts at just $199.99. Real STIHL. Find yours at over 10,000 local STIHL dealers.
Hey Gamecock fans, I'm Coach Lamont Paris. The best teams are the ones that are always willing to do more. More in the weight room, more in the classroom, more for each other. And it's important for our team doctors to have the same mindset. With access to more locations, more specially trained experts, and more personalized care, PRISMA Health is doing even more to care for our team and our fans. PRISMA Health, official healthcare system and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
Dawn Staley has brought a second national championship back to South Carolina.
Throughout my life, my friends and my family have supported me through the championships and the challenges. That's why it's so important for me to lift people up, to help them overcome the obstacles in their way. Colonial Life benefits keep you prepared for life's unexpected moments, empowering people to achieve goals they thought weren't possible. That's what really matters. Colonial Life, keep unexpecting.
When you need to find a new roommate, there's a route for that. Lease a new 2023 Toyota RAV4 LE for just $309 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places.
We're back on Gamecock Insider. I'm Derek Scott. Here at Colonial Life Arena, Zia Cooke's name has been called over the public address system for her highlights for 4 years now. She's been a highlight performer for this team off the court as well. We got to know her a little better recently on Gamecock Talk. That's the podcast you can find thanks to our friends at Gamecocks Plus. Make sure to check that out anywhere you find your podcast. Short plug there for that. It was an enjoyable conversation with Zia. We found out more about what she does both on the court as well as in the world of NIL. And let's get a taste of that interview here on Gamecock Insider. Well, it is my pleasure to be able to welcome Zia Cooke to the Gamecock Talk podcast. Two-time All-American, hopefully soon to be a three-time All-American, and leading scorer for this #1 ranked team in the country. Thanks so much for making some time for us.
Yes, sir.
Let's just talk about, for starters, what senior year in this, fishbowl has been like for you, because you guys are not just the apple of the eye of Gamecock Nation, but you obviously have so much weight that you carry in women's basketball in general, and that growth of that sport has made your spotlight even bigger. What do you take away from the experience you have now at being in the center of all that now, really for 4 years?
I think right now I'm really loving what's going on because I'm super comfortable out on the floor. I know what's going on. Even teams are noticing that we don't really get rattled at all. And it's a good feeling from just looking back from freshman year, sophomore year, like in big games, I might have got a little rattled or I might have made a turnover or just been nervous. But now that I'm in my senior year, it's like we've been here before. We know what it takes. We don't let too much get to us. So just knowing that, Coach always told me, like, down the line when you start going to your junior to senior year, it should become smooth sailing for you. It should become way easier for you. And that's exactly what's been going on for me right now.
Yeah, you know, you guys have just come through a gauntlet of really big games where you talk about LSU, you talk about UConn. So it just, nothing felt different from just average everyday getting yourself ready to go out and play, huh?
No, actually. Like, I don't really get nervous. I never was the type to get nervous, but I would get nervous when it was tight games. But now, like, if it's a tight game and something funny happens, I'm still going to laugh. Like, I can still be myself and not so tense at moments. So it's a good feeling to know that I can just be relaxed on the floor and know that we've been here before, so we know what it takes.
Cooke with the pull-up.
So you're used to this atmosphere, but is there ever a moment when you take a step back and really look around and think, this is crazy. This is 18,000 here to watch us play and national television to go with it. I mean, it is a pretty amazing situation to be in.
Definitely. I think my first time realizing that it's crazy is my freshman year when we played UConn here at home. And before the starting five went out, like, I saw all the flashing lights and, like, the music, and then our video was playing, and it was just like, wow, like, I'm really here. And I love moments like that. I take advantage of every moment like that. And when we have big games, I always make sure I look around the arena just so I can get a little bit of motivation and a peace of mind and know that I'm here for a reason.
So for you, you've got a national championship under your belt. I was curious, as you guys get ready for pursuit of another one, obviously March Madness just around the corner. Do you ever give much thought to your freshman year and what might have been? Because I know there's a lot of us who just felt like that year was destined for that team to win it all. You had two seniors who had been there and were incredibly talented, and then that group of freshmen who were performing so well without having the weight on their shoulders of having to lead. That's one that I think a lot of Gamecock fans, no matter how good times get, there's always that greed. You want a little more, and that one's hard to get past, I think. How about for you?
It is definitely hard to get past just because I truly do believe in my heart we would have won the national championship that year. The leadership that Ty and Kiki brought to the table is the same exact leadership that we bring to the table this year. So it definitely reminds me, this year's team reminded me of my freshman year team just off the leadership aspect of it and the experience. But yeah, that's definitely true. I think we would have won a national championship for sure. So when I look back at it, I'm like, we could have two under our belt right now. But, you know, things go the way it goes, so hopefully we can win one this year.
You and Aaliyah have been together from the beginning. What's that relationship like? Because you both have, you know, you've got your own thing. You're both All-Americans. She obviously has gotten the spotlight somewhat as the National Player of the Year, but you certainly have not wanted for attention in that regard either. What's that like between you two? And kind of tell us how you got to know each other.
Well, me and Lee have been knowing each other for a very long time, so our chemistry started with each other kind of when we were in high school, when we played USA together. We did Jordan Brand together. We were All-Americans together, so we did that game together. And then, of course, just the 4 years being here with each other. But our relationship has grown a lot throughout the years. We've literally watched each other grow up into the women we are today. We've helped each other's game expand. And we're just here for each other, really sisters. So it's like, it's going to be hard not playing with one of the best post players in the country and knowing that I know her game, she knows my game, she knows what to say to me, I know what to say to her. So I'm definitely going to miss playing with her for sure. No, but honestly, Aaliyah's just, like I said, I say this in a lot of interviews, but I think she's maturing. Like, when she's out there, she looks like a pro. I tell her that all the time.
Download the Gamecock app and play 3 Points the hard way. Brought to you by Hardee's, with the best made-from-scratch biscuits. If the women's basketball team makes 3 3-pointers in a game, you can score a free sausage biscuit at Hardee's the day after the game during breakfast hours. Get your biscuit at participating Columbia and Spartanburg area Hardee's. Feed your happy and order ahead at Hardee's.com.
Good morning, America. Today, thousands of our teammates will make and deliver over 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally, in towns large and small. From the heartland to the coast, our products are moving and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose. We love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
bring by a little gift and say, welcome to the neighborhood.
And we want to invite you guys out this weekend. We're having a little tailgate in the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, go Gamecocks! Woo! Right? Right?
Put it all back. Babe, get your stuff.
Yeah, it matters that much.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get up and get into Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight, including Ford F-150 and the all-new Ford Super Duty. Or check out Ford Maverick and Ford Ranger. So get into Ford Truck Month and see what a built Ford tough truck can do for you, where there's a great selection in stock. Now, get F-150 with 3.9% financing for 72 months plus $1,500 bonus cash and take advantage of complimentary premium maintenance care offers.
For over 40 years, Sound and Images has been South Carolina's corporate multimedia partner for live events. Sound and Images is also your resource for commercial audiovisual installations. Help your teams collaborate more efficiently with a custom-crafted AV solution from Sound and Images. Whether you want a single monitor upgrade or a turnkey AV system, we are dedicated to helping you incorporate easy-to-use technology into your space. And we offer the best-in-class support and service. Elevate your AV. Call Sound and Images today.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by PRISMA Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and by Liberty Tap Room. Liberty Tap Room is the new home for Carolina Calls with Gamecock men's and women's basketball. Meet us at Liberty at 6 p.m. on Thursdays during the season for Carolina Calls. Liberty Tap Room and Grill, Cocky's favorite place to eat in the Vista.
We're back to wrap things up on this week's edition of Gamecock Insider. Time for our On the Road segment, brought to you by Toyota. Carolina men's basketball will be headed to Starkville, final road trip of the regular season, to take on the Bulldogs. That game is coming up this week in the midweek slot. Also on the weekend, Gamecock women will be heading just up the road to Greenville for the SEC women's basketball tournament. I know a lot of you will be going with them on that one, and those that aren't there will likely be in Greenville and the Clemson area to see the Gamecock baseball team take on the Tigers. That's a Friday night contest at Clemson, at Kingsmore Stadium, and Saturday at Fluor Field in Greenville. That's your On the Road segment, brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And that will wrap things up for this week's edition of the Gamecock Insider. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Derek Scott. We'll see you next week.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.